Ironically enough, I grew up just right behind the church. If you go to the children's ministry and look out the back door, you can actually see the neighborhood that I grew up in. Spent a lot of my teens kind of just doing things my way, and that carried into my 20s, early 20s. That mentality just kept going, kept carrying. I was very short-tempered and just very argumentative. That was just kind of my personality. And so for what reason, I'm not sure. My wife and I, we just knew we were missing something. And so about 7 years ago, we decided, it was time, we need to get to church. We need to get our kids into church. They were becoming young teens, and we hadn't felt like we had fulfilled our obligations and our responsibilities as parents, showing them who Christ was and what he can do for them. Going to church and realizing, that Jesus is so forgiving, and that, that reflected into our relationship with one another, just to be more Christ-like. Seeing the way that Jesus loved me led me to want to love her that much, love my kids that much, love my neighbors that much, love my friends that much. I want to be Christ-like, and I want that to be in my relationships with people and my wife and kids. About a year ago, the church had a program called On Mission, and so my friend Ralph started a group called Gracefully Broken, and it was for individuals in recovery. And I spoke with student Amber Stark at CrossFit Winnipeg and asked them if they would be interested in opening up their doors and allowing us to use their facilities on a Saturday afternoon to allow individuals to come in and work out and see how you can use fitness in place of the addiction. About 4 or 5 months ago, when Matt asked me if I wanted to join his Bible study group, my faith had grown. I'd been talking to Tyler about things, about how things were happening in my life that didn't make sense, and there was only one thing that it could be, and that was Jesus calling me. I joined that group, and then they asked, hey, would you be interested in being on the security team with us? And so I kind of, yeah, I can do that, and started kind of giving my time for that. And then Tyler came to me and asked me if I'd like to be in a leadership group with the church. And again, I was like, none of this makes any sense, and I don't understand this, but yeah, I'll do that. And I don't know if I'm the right guy for it or not, but if Jesus is calling me to it, I'm just going to keep saying yes.